shit. Here we go again.
Wait a second.
Yo.
All right, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Kid Maestro, and I would like to welcome you to another episode of Type Beat.
Man, voice got smooth as it.
A producer,
yo.
a producer podcast.
Every time you address me, I need you to start with yo. Every time you talk.
Yo. Yeah, welcome to another episode of Type Beat. As you can see, our brother I Make Mad Beats is not here. He's taking a much needed time with family. You know what I mean? Right now, our brother man, I Make Mad Beats. But we still here. We at Outer Space, which is an unapologetic studio.
Yep.
I am Kid Maestro, and we got the cast behind me.
Yeah. LJ1S.
Unique.
Yo. Yo, it's C major. I put 4 yos on mine. I'm a little better than you.
4 yos, it's different.
4 yo. All right, so we got a full episode today. You know what I'm saying? So what are we talking about?
Man, so we got all right, the most imitated producer, process, and we're talking about your process as far as creating alone versus with an artist, and. Man, fuck your collab type shit. Would you pay another producer to collab with them?
I guess we already know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, I'm just saying.
Okay.
So
since you started off, I feel like we gotta kind of.
That's the one.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the one.
What'd you say?
Oh well, actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
You want some recaps?
Yeah.
Okay.
You starting off with that? Okay,
epic
bet.
night last night.
For sure.
I said we had a pretty epic night last night.
Facts.
Yeah.
All of
Big
us.
facts.
We did.
Together.
Big facts.
As a unit, we
For
did
real,
some
for
pretty
real.
intimate.
It was nothing.
Oh my God.
Shout out Jackson, bro.
Yo,
Shout out Jackson.
Come on.
He know where the game going. Come on now, man.
it was Kid, no.
Like he was starting off straight,
no,
then
wait a
he
minute,
said
we did not.
intimate.
Bro, there was nothing intimate about last night.
There wasn't nothing intimate about it.
Bro, who was you getting intimate with?
We didn't share a moment.
Who was there?
We didn't. I thought we
It wasn't an intimate.
I
moment.
thought at one point we locked
It was a
eyes.
communal moment.
Okay.
It wasn't intimate.
Gosh.
We did. No, we didn't lock eyes. You might have locked eyes on me. That's one side.
What is going on? What is happening?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's
Okay,
just
so
locking eyes
what
and
intimate
shit.
experience do you want to let everybody know about that you had last night with other people?
Yeah, man. So I was confused. Maybe I'm being gaslit right now. I thought I shared a different type of moment. But anyway, niggas did a lot last night at the Forum, at the Grizzlies game. Grizzlies versus the Clippers. Unapologetic Garments dropped our 3rd collaboration with the Grizzlies, clothing collaboration. We dropped 4 pieces last night. We dropped a hoodie, a tee, some pants. These hoodies, actually.
Bro, stand up. Let the people know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
saying?
know what's up. Memphis World.
Yeah, Memphis World. Memphis World collection dropped last night. And then we did our first ever women's for real women's garment, which was a skirt, which did extremely well.
Fly. My ass was out.
Super fire. I wore one as well. I was fresh. Come on,
Fresh
stop playing with
as
me. But yeah, that was an event in itself. But also on top of that, three of the producers in his team, LJ and Unique, three of the producers in his team performed as well. Me, brother, I make mad beats, brother Mad, and my boy Kid Maestro. We performed pregame, and then halftime.
All right.
Halftime, Offham fucking burnt the house down, literally.
Did you feel
with
it?
an amazing performance?
Can you feel it?
Bro. Okay, so for those of y'all don't know about Garments, Garments is our clothing streetwear brand, and if you can just as the only like representative of the official Garments team, like we all represent the movement, but as a official part of the Garments team, tell us about what the theme of this collection was about. What was the process of getting to this point? You know what I'm saying? I know we got some special guest collaborators in the background right now. Definitely want to shout them out. You know what I mean? Explain yourself.
So the title of this collection is Explain Yourself is crazy. The title of this collection is Memphis World. And we basically sat right here in this same spot, me, Offham, and Mad, and I think Ariel and Sarah was in the building too. But we sat here for like 3 or 4 hours just trying to figure out, like, nail down what this collection was going to be about. Like, all of everything we do have a theme. But last year, our first collection was the Gold collection, where we pay homage to gold and it's how synonymous it is with Memphis culture. Like, we gold teeth, gold rims, all of that. And so we wanted to take that a little bit further this year. And Matt just started doing what Matt do. He's just saying some, like, brilliant, like, crazy shit. And he was just talking about how Memphis was in its own world, almost like its own planet, versus like the East Coast sound, the West Coast sound. And we're talking specifically music. The Southern, even in the South, like Atlanta had its own thing. But once you got to Memphis music, it sounded completely different from whatever anybody else was doing. And we kind of boiled that down to not only were we like, different people, we were trying to be different, but we were forced to be that. Like, Memphis is a place that we really don't see what's going on in the rest of the world. Like, especially if you've been to like, other cities and if you've been outside of the city, even other countries. But Mad, as a lot of y'all know, Mad moved to New York and spent 10 years or so in New York, and then coming back down here from that, he says that all the time, it really felt like he like went back in time because Memphis is, for better or for worse, Memphis is in its own silo. And so that's where we came up with like the Memphis World thing. Like, for better or for worse, we are our own people. We talk like how we talk. We sound how we sound. We make music how we make music, and all of the things that goes with being in Memphis, we tried to put in the collection. But yeah, so we boiled it down to that, and we drew up some designs. Offham did an amazing job. Offham designed the forces, and then he designed the back of these joints. And then we have another piece, which, come here, nigga. You got the pants right here.
Ooh, let's see.
Can we get this in there?
Pants?
Let me see. Let's go.
Yeah,
Also,
Jargos,
this man here helped us and came super clutch, helped us designing these. So we had the bear design. Shout out to Sarai, she designed the bear. And we just wanted to make it a little bit more Memphis. We wanted to gangster it up a little bit. And so we reached out to Nico to add some texture, add a chain to it, and my boy came through in the clutch and killed it. And so every piece of this collection is specifically Memphis. We got the Air Force Ones with my boy, the Grizz, feet hanging out of it. That's, everybody jugging in the white Air Force Ones. The mids too. The back explains the collection, the tape, and then if y'all really on some Memphis shit, y'all know this the same car from Ball and G. Coming out hard, pause. You feel me? Coming out hard is a crazy title. And that's the Memphis World collection.
Yeah, man. So, just clap it up for the Garments team. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So now we can talk about the performance, John. Yeah. Bruh. So, you know what I'm saying? This was, I feel like, a legendary moment because I don't think that at a Grizzlies game, for a halftime or pregame show, whichever, has there been an all producer lineup. Like, me, myself. So Matt Offham with C Major performed at the halftime jump. But myself, Mad Beats, and C Major, we performed at the pregame show. And it was knocking, bro.
It
like,
was crazy.
Yeah, it really was.
It was like, it was a dope experience, and it was dope seeing us all up on the jumbotron, like having fun. I know we performed there previously with Cameron and Pro, you know, so we've been on that stage a few times, and I've heard, you know, them say, or just, you know, in other times say they have tried not to look at the jumbotron because it'd be distracting.
It'll fuck you up.
But this time, I don't know. I was looking
too, but you know, we were vibing too. It wasn't the last time I performed, I had to play. Like, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So if I would have looked up while I was playing, this would have fucked me up. But at this time, we were just running beats, and I'm doing beat repeats and shit like that. But I can keep that up. If you think if you was playing, you still would have been able to look up there. Like, if you was,
I mean, I feel like I was doing that on all the other performances.
Yeah.
Just because the energy of it, like, I don't know. I've been told, you know what I'm saying, that, like, you know, people think I look mean, which I could believe, you know what I'm saying? And so I really be looking up there to make sure I'm not, frowning. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I could get in a kind of focused, kind of zone, and folks be looking like, dang, why are you so upset?
I be having too much fun. I be laughing. I be smiling too much. I be trying to look mean. That shit don't be working.
I be the same way.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that was a dope experience, and y'all got some engraved Hennessy bottles too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
So
did. That's
They
crazy.
getting drunk. You
That's
know what I'm saying,
crazy. I got the Henny bottle at the house, you know, party at my crib, you know. After this.
Party with one Henny bottle.
With one Henny bottle. It's a lot of Henny.
It was
I don't know how much niggas be drinking, but it's a lot.
We want to thank the Grizzlies for having us out. Shout out to Hennessy for sponsoring the whole 191 collab. Shout out to all the other collaborators that have been a part of this season and the previous seasons. But yeah, so now that we recapped, okay, now that we capped off.
That's crazy.
Damn.
LJ.
Wait. I still don't feel like we recapped fully, because I think we got to go into Awesome. Like you and Awesome said, just that whole thing with the fire, all that shit. Like,
Yeah, we do gotta mention the fire.
Yeah, like come on, man.
We gotta mention
That shit was fire as fuck.
Damn, we didn't mention that.
Yeah,
I said he burnt the house down, but that was like
It
metaphor.
was more like
Nah,
But we literally
You didn't say
had pyro.
fire.
the energy was
for
too
our
crazy
show.
for us to just move past that shit like that.
it was our first
Yeah.
pyro performance. I don't know if y'all been on the stage with
Definitely
pyro
first
yet.
I never
but
had.
I haven't yet, and
that
I've been
shit-
on some
Definitely
big
first
stages.
pyro.
That shit changes the game.
Yo, for real.
The energy like was
Miss Lauren Hill, I never had pyro.
Not that I've been a part of.
Mm.
But that's not.
That's not her vibe though.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
But I can see pyro though.
Yeah.
for certain.
Yeah.
Maybe
But-
on,
but-
It has to be a very specific judge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe on the Fuji.
I was just gonna say
That's what I was
some
gonna say.
Fuji
It's gotta
shit,
be on
yeah,
some
yeah.
Fuji shit.
Yeah, but no, I think it was like a perfect setup for Awesome. The fact that it was like gospel night or something.
Yeah.
Bro,
That was
it was.
wild. But I do have to shout out Evie.
Yeah,
killed it.
definitely.
Bro,
She
no.
really did. She really did. She still got vocals.
It's
She
heavy.
still got vocals. Period.
killed it, 'cause
Period.
even when they were rehearsing, I thought it was just a track. I was like,
No, she's
that
She
amazing.
sing like that for real.
Yeah, Evie. I've known. I grew up with Evie. She has a huge family, but all of her family is talented. Rest in peace to her dad. Her dad was the most amazing artist. He would sing and play a Casio keyboard in front of their house for hours, and I would sit there and watch him just like go crazy. And so it's not surprising that she's so good, but she is fucking amazing. Like she can sing.
she killed that.
Definitely.
Dang. Okay. We talk about Awesome Jack, but I just want to acknowledge. I didn't know you knew her.
Oh yeah.
You know everybody.
He know every fucking body. Like
I'm
literally.
learning.
He is so
there's
connected.
nobody you can name that this person don't have some
Like,
sort
for
of
real.
connection to. It's crazy. And so I just wanted to just mention that because
Evie.
it's crazy. Y'all know who he reminds me of? He's like the Memphis Morgan Freeman, just the way he
Jeez.
when he be narrating videos.
Or the
it
Samuel
just,
L.
it just got
That's
that
crazy.
that vibe. But he remind me of Jamie Foxx. And the reason I say Jamie Foxx
Morgan
is because anytime y'all know how like he's a part of every single music documentary.
Bro, that's just like Samuel L. has been in every freaking movie. They're like, you ever seen that black guy in the movie? Samuel L.
Right. Jamie Foxx is like he was involved in every single person's career
Every
somehow.
story,
He could
Real
every-
talk.
I don't know why or how, but
he be there.
He just says he was there for some reason, and that's
that shit is lit.
They can't do a documentary on Memphis without you.
Oh, big facts, big facts though.
When you live in the same city for 30-some years, I feel like you just know a lot of people, especially with as small as the city is.
You're different, bro. Anyway, back to Offham.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think the I wish we could have did the latter thing. I was excited for that. But it's all good though. The fire, the pyro, man. That's set it off.
Soon as the first hit went off,
bro, the energy changed.
I just started screaming. Like I don't even do that. Like I don't even.
The energy changed completely.
I'm not a screamer, bro. But the first fire went off. I was like, this shit is crazy. Like
you see like just the audience at first they were like, oh okay, unapologetic. They see the fire.
When
like,
the fire
oh,
came out,
shit.
the whole crowd was like, woo. Fire is powerful.
I feel like we were up there, we were excited, we were all locked in, but once that fire hit, like the energy just like it was like, all right, we here now. It's time.
Big fact.
Yeah, it's crazy to hear my shit too. Like some shit, and that beat is like that. So he performed the song "Bum the World." It's not out yet, but we made that in a previous era of Dirty Sock Studios, which was Studio P in the barn. P. And that beat is actually a beat that was mixed in between two other beats that I was trying to make. I was trying to make like a Travis Scott Sicko Mode type of beat, but by myself type shit. And so the beat that's now the main part of the beat was like the end, the last 3 or 4 or 5 seconds of the whole beat. And he just randomly walked past the patio while that part was playing and was like, yo, what's that? And I was about to just go to some other shit. And he was like, yo, what's that? And I was like, oh, it's just the end of this beat. So I played him the whole beat. And he like not fucking with the first half. And the first half is not that interesting, if I'm being honest. But that like 3 to 4 seconds, like he's like, yo, loop that, and I loop that shit. So shit, me and Offham produced that whole.
That's crazy.
Period.
Yo, how did that make you feel in the moment when he was like not fucking with the with the other part? Not even that on, because that happens. Yeah. But like, when that was happening, like when you was like doing it and he was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I just want to do this, John. What was that?
Offham, he wasn't really like that. But even if he was, I don't take no offense to none of that type of shit. Like I feel like I'm not attached to my art in that kind of way. Like I'm really a artist serving producer. So if you're not fucking with some shit, and I can do shit quick enough to be like, all right, you don't fuck with this, I just make another one. Like I can make a million beats, and so it didn't bother me at all. But even specifically for this one, I didn't fuck with the like the first half was cool. I was trying to do something, and this happens a lot. Like I hear a song that I really like. Nico and I, we've been listening to Bandit all day. Don Toliver's new song Bandit. And as soon as I get a chance to make some beats, I'm finna try to remake like that vibe, and I'll do that shit like a bunch of times until it becomes like, and then I just add it becomes like, it doesn't sound like Bandit, now it sounds like C major, right. And then I put it in my bag or two. It's like, all right, I can do this too now. If I hear this sample, I can take it this way as well. And so at that time, I was trying to do Sicko Mode, and it just wasn't working. It was just it was like one of the early versions of it that didn't work, and then it turned out to be something.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. All right, I mean.
You ready, LJ?
Yeah, like that was good. We gave it grace, All right, man, which one? We don't know.
I want to go with the one you immediately cussed out upon
fuck your collab.
announcing.
Yeah.
Fuck your collab.
He ain't doing none of that.
Okay, so all right. So explain what the premise collabs. What are the parameters of these collaborations that are
basically a producer hitting you up and like, yo, for X amount. We can collab and I can get you. Well, at least these are the experiences that I've had. Mm-hmm. It's more so they always come with some like, I've worked with such and such. We can collab and I can get you on a dough too on such and such project or whatever. Then they hit you with, what's your budget or for this amount. And I think that's why I said fuck your collab. But yeah, it's basically producers reaching out on some like, yo, pay for collab type shit. To collaborate with you or for you to pay them to work with them. Every scenario that I've had with that when someone hit me up about some shit like that, it's some scam shit, or money grab or whatever. So I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah, I have a few stories about this. I'll talk about one of them. I won't mention the producer's name, but he's a really dope producer. He's from here. He
I feel like I already know.
I don't know. He's not like a really well known.
That's the way he laughed.
That's the way I laugh?
Yeah.
I ain't laugh like that, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. This nigga trying to play me. But anyway.
Right.
But yeah, so he had this guy had just landed a few placements on I can say the artist. He had just landed a few placements on ASAP Rocky's not his like a Rocky's joint. It was what's his whole squad? ASAP Mob. He had on one of the Cozy tapes. I can't remember which one, but he had landed a few placements on there, and I was tapped in before then, but I was like, oh dang, that's dope. And this is like I don't know. I'm like getting into like posting my stuff on Instagram and stuff like this. I was posting like beats every day on Instagram, and so the guy he found like he like tapped in and was like liking all the beat chunks, like, and then he hit me with a DM, and he was like, yo, I fuck with your beats and shit, like I think we should collab, bro. Let's get a collab in. And this is like early, I don't know what year this is, but like paid collabs that's a common thing now. But at this time it's not a common thing. So now I'm just like, this nigga wanna work. Like he trying to collab type shit. I'm like, shit, hell yeah. And then I see, and I don't even see, like I already know like he just landed some junk. So even if we whatever, like I know I can get my shit into hands of maybe ASAP, like one of them or whatever. So I'm like, hell yeah, like let's do this shit. Like, man, when you want to link, like I can send you, or if you can't link, I can send you some stuff, because I think he was living somewhere else at the time. And so I was like, I can send you, this, and we can go back and forth. And he was like, yeah, what's your budget? And that shit fucked me up.
Wow. You left him on red and you replied like,
hey, so let me tell you. And so I'm embarrassed because I'm just thinking this nigga fuck with me. But now this nigga trying to get his bag because he got placements, and now he's leveraging his placements and trying to get some more bag, which I understand. It's a hustle. And he wasn't on that scam shit. Like I think so. All right, this is what happened. He said, "What's your budget?" I didn't know what to say, and I was thrown off, and so I was about to leave this nigga on red, but my nigga was not going out. He's like, nigga, you trying to collab?
He trying to get that money. He like, hey,
bro.
So he like, he started listening to this crazy, and he hit me with some shit that I ain't even know about. And I'm checking facts, like, damn, this nigga got some shit. He's like, look, this is what we can do. I think it was something like $200. It was something like it was, it wasn't. But I'm broke as shit. Like I'm extremely broke. So $200 is not like to me. I talked to him. I consulted Mad about it. I sat in the studio at Old Dirty Socks, and I was like, yo, what do you think about this? And we kind of weighed the pros and cons. And at the time, we just thought it wasn't a good idea to do it. And so I respectfully reached back and was like, yeah, I don't. And he left me already after that. He was on to the next bitch.
But ain't serious, nigga.
But at the same time, I feel you, LJ. Fuck that shit. But at the same time, like, who knows? Me spending $200 to get on a tape with whoever the fuck, who knows what that could do to my career. It's not guaranteed, of course, but it damn near is. Like, he ended up getting like 3. I'm pretty sure he on like all the Cozy tapes. Like, and so one of them jumps with him, and I'm bumping. Like, one of them jumps would have landed on something, and I could have leveraged that to do something else. And so I think it's weird for sure, but I think it's weird because now you got producers that pay for collabs with rappers. Like RXK sells like packs. Like he'll do a producer, like you send him a whole tape of beats, and he'll rap to a whole tape of beats and send it back, and you as a producer basically paying for a feature or whatever. Wow. And you do that, or you pay for him to make your tag or something like that. It's just a whole lot of ways niggas is making money, and I respect it. Like I understand it. But I do fuck with a much more organic collaboration between two people. Like if I fuck with you, let's build.
Yeah, that's my approach. I'm not a fan of the pay for collab shit. Like, cause for one, being on the other side of this, like, man, that shit ain't guaranteed. Like, so many things can happen throughout the music industry, and the moment you pay that deposit, you being the one that's paying, you automatically thinking like, okay, we locked in, we about to do this, whatever. Yeah. And most times they on some. Most times when they approach you, it's like they try to like guarantee you that I got this opportunity, whatever. But like that ain't how that shit work. Yeah. Because a lot of times it's not even their decision on if this song leaves, is get put out, or if this beat get chose or whatever. And then so many things can go on in that process. You make the beat. Let's just say use your idea. You don't even know this dude. Now he got your idea, make something similar, and he locked down with his folks. Now you got it's a song on a project that sounds similar to yours, but it's not yours. You're not getting any credit, none of this stuff. And most of these situations, you don't know these folks for real, so you can't pull up on them. You just lost some money. So I'm definitely more about the genuine. Like if I really fucks with you, like let's work, let's get this money together versus on some paid collab type. Because if I don't know you, bro, I'm not gonna just trust that
that's what I was
you
saying,
you got me. That if we make some
say.
dope shit, you gonna put it into the right people's hands, and they're like, nah, I'm not.
That's what I was saying. Like even like it's. I think it's more so about knowing who you get ready to do business with too. Like if you've known them for like doing good with, if they are saying, hey, let's collab or something, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna actually get your shit placed. But if it doesn't, get picked up, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that it won't eventually. At least you'll have that partnership with them. But that's also, knowing who you collaborating with too. I think plays a big part if you want to go that route to, paying somebody to do it.
With people who like have a larger following, like somebody who's more established along the lines that, and let's just say that you see yourself being in it, working with those same artists, like,
right.
That at least is aligned, right? With artists that are like on that route, like let's say, I'm gonna just use Hit Boy because we're all familiar. I think we're all fans of Hit Boy and what he's doing, and he hits you, or he just posts like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm working with up and coming producers. To be added to my catalog of the beats that I pitch to artists, and it's $200 to collab on a joint. Like knowing
so fast.
Yeah, I'm paying.
Man.
With, you know what I'm saying?
He
like,
get that 200 so fast.
Online. Like it's it's not no cap, and he's very much like he's built the joint. Like people come to his spot, and the Russell dropped 8. We just watch him. He just be doing these EPs with folks. Like
somebody actually tried to.
So y'all feel like that's not like
is it
so two things. Do you feel like that's not the way somebody in his position should move? And two, is that specific thing something you feel like is not something you'd want to participate in?
I feel like if that's the way he want to move, you know what I'm saying, true enough, he should. But at the same time, I do respect if he does move like that, because, like, that's showing, like, hey, I fuck with, the creatives, of the art, and, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah. But he wouldn't move like that. This is a hypothetical. This is a very hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he if he was some shit like that, and $200 was the ticket, nigga, I would pay that.
But do you know how many niggas would hop on that shit though?
Well,
that's
my bad. Go ahead.
Unfortunate. No,
that's the thing for me though. Like,
or we could say maybe it was $1,500.
Yeah.
I
because
still,
the price matters for one thing. Because I've learned that your brand says a lot about you, and what you charge. People will, like, I've been in situations where like people wouldn't fuck with it because you try to give them a discount,
right?
Just because they're one of those people that like to say, well, I paid this much for this or whatever.
Right.
But for me, still, like, obviously, I don't feel he'll move that way. But 9 times out of 10, when you're in a situation when people see you and they feel like we can make money together, they like, let's get it, versus on some, I'm going to charge you, because now I feel like that's when the money grab come in, because they're not just telling you that.
Yeah. They're telling them, they telling them.
Especially they just post on IG.
Like, this is, well, you got it.
Well, I'm more so what I'm asking towards is like, like, I guess what I'm thinking more so is like the broader idea that of producers or artists or whatever in a position higher on the level that other producers are trying to go, I'm speaking to like, first of all, do you feel like there is a responsibility to be pulling people up? And in what case do you feel like it's ethical to do that when you've built a brand? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of getting to where you are, right? You did the work to get to where you are. Do you feel like they should be looking downward and pulling other producers up and charging a fee to do that? Do you feel like that's even ethical for a producer in that position to move that way?
I mean, for me, I can't really speak on if it's ethical or not, but me being me, the way I move and the way I would move in that situation, I'm not. If I truly fuck with you, I fuck with you because I love the music. I love the music. So for me, the music is over everything. Like the money and all that stuff is cool, but if I know you dope as fuck and I have some opportunities or whatever, and I can bring you in and we can make something that's gonna make way more money. All right, especially if I know you serious. Because for one, I'm not finna. Okay, on the other end, I'm not sending you 200, 1,500, whatever the case may be, and I'm just sending you emails. Beats like if it's on some like
you want to pull up on
and I say it because I got street knowledge like scheming scammers, that's a real fucking thing. Like man, if you get the right motherfucker that's like, yo, 200 this time, okay, bet. Well, hey bro, this didn't work out, now they hitting you up, but shit, for 400 I can, you know.
Well, I feel you on the low price jump, and maybe that's not a good example. So you know.
Well, I'm just saying any price in general, it doesn't matter. I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
But like,
I agree with you what you said earlier that like if it's 2,000, that makes a huge difference in what to expect and just the like the perception of it on whether or not it's even legitimate. You know what I'm saying? Like a $200 jump, I feel like is
true. But
crazy.
even still, like I said, even if it's 2,000, shit, to a certain group of people, 2,000 is like 200 to them. You know, and I say that in the sense you pay 2,000. Now you fuck around. Let's just say if you paying 2,000 for a verse, and multiple people paid this 2,000. Now you got fucking everyone in the city with this same verse that you thought was special because it was on your track. You know, and now you got to fight with.
You talking about like literally the same verse or
yeah,
like the same
that's what I'm saying. It's a setup, it's a scheme type shit. Like I've seen it. And you pay this money and you get the same pack as everyone else. Yeah. It's like, nah, bro. Like if I'm gonna pay this money, especially if it's some real money, only way I'm paying if it's on some like, yo, you pay this ticket, you get in the studio with me type shit. Bet, let's cook.
Yeah,
I'm not sending you. I'm not finna pay you money. I don't know you. I don't even know if this is you in your account. And I'm finna send you some money and just send you an email. Nah, bro. I'm not.
I'm saying, but you know, if he posts on his Instagram, like if his boy posts out there, just me. You know,
I'm not going, bro.
I'm
not going.
We know rappers do this.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Zaytoven just did it the other day. Yeah.
Like yo, hit up my
this
manager.
week.
But that's what I'm saying. I've had that, bro.
Hit up my manager. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like for however much it is. You know, 1,200 or something like that. I'll give you a 12-bar verse.
Whatever.
You do.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And even in that sense, like that's cool if it's on some. This is a verse for you, but they're a business. They trying to get this money. Everybody that's going to pay that fee for to get this same verse probably shuffle the same 5 verses to everybody who's paying.
Oh, so you don't think that?
Yeah, I think they going in. I think so,
bro. You think if you get 1,000 niggas that's paying you whatever the fee is, you finna drop 1,000 verses?
But they cut off, so that's why they be like.
Especially if you're trying to get the people to.
So Bodie posted up a few months ago, right? This week, his features was like half off or some shit like that. Bodie James, you think he gave however many niggas the same? That'll fuck up their brand. I think you set a time window like he did. He's like this week, and you probably cut it off. He might like I can do 25 songs in a week or 50. He could write 50 different versions. I could make if I was Timbaland or whoever the fuck, and I was like, hey, I'm doing B collabs this week, and I just tell whoever running my account to cut it off at 50. I can make 50 beats in a day if I'm Timbaland.
I gotta pull up. I'm not trusting it and I say that because so many people after the fact, oh my account got hacked. or some
well,
other
yeah,
bullshit.
you would test the legitimacy of that.
Yeah,
But
I
I wouldn't have to pull up on a nigga though. Like I would.
no.
I feel like it's the music bit. Like the shit risky in general. Like you take
Facts.
risks and the shit sometimes it pay off, sometimes it don't. But if it was some shit, if the risk is if the reward is higher than the risk,
I agree.
Shit.
But
Like,
I'm just speaking on some like young niggas that's trying to get in the game. You trying to get out here, like just be mindful of how niggas approach this shit.
And I feel like the long game is like, all right, let me just build genuine relationships, and that is. But man, shit, if
sometimes it costs to build.
No, sometimes it do, and I'm not against that, but I'm just saying on some like.
No. I was gonna say that's just like, say if someone has a program or something like that. Like, say if Hit Boy came out with a program or something like that. Like, hey, this program right here is certified to get you placed in such and such songs within such amount of time or whatnot. All that's required is like 20% or something like that, or whatever that fee is or whatnot. You saying you wouldn't pay that?
That's a different situation, because now we're talking different business.
Well,
so,
I'm saying the end result is to get your song placed, like for sure. Like, this program is for sure gonna get you, or this whatever it is, like they were saying, is for sure gonna get you placed within the next month on.
Okay, but even still, we're talking a different situation. You talking about like percentages letting me know that something's gonna happen, versus just an upfront payment. There's no guarantee there.
Yeah. I mean, I never know guarantee. But I'll tell you the perfect example. And Alpham's a rapper, but we're talking about the same thing. We're basically talking about producers capitalizing off their talent and brand the same way rappers do, which I'm super okay with that, because it's cool for a rapper to do this shit, right? Why is it a big thing when a producer does it? But Alpham is a great example of that shit paying the fuck off. Because Alpham will pay. He will start the conversation with, yo, how much is your feature? How much, like RSK, for example, like we tapped in RSK randomly. I don't know how he found them, but man, started listening to dude, like, this nigga's dope as hell, and he's on brand like this, and he just got engulfed in that world. Reached out, yo, how much is your?
But listen to the key word you just said though. He reached out. It's different versus.
So that's what makes the difference to you. Like, right. if they reach out to you, you're not fucking with it.
Yeah, bro, you reached out to me and you just like the way you say he started the conversation. Oh, bro, you fired this. Like, I've seen that trend so many times. Like, bro, you dope as hell and this and that. And like, bro, we can get you here, this and that. Then when you was like, I bet, what's up? Let's make something happen. Like, all right, what's your budget? Like, nigga, you approach me.
So to me, I feel you because it's on the spirit of music, right? Like, cause it's the idea that, like, all right, if I say I like Unique's vocals, right, and I'm a producer and I want to work with Unique, right? Mm-hmm. Like, in like the culture of like this music shit, you would just think, well, because I rock with what she doing, let me send her some beats for her to do something with, right? But on the other end, on some business shit, like, which also makes sense to me is, hey, this looks unique. I fuck with what she's doing. She seems like a great potential client. So let me go out and like market myself for a potential client. So that's businesses do that. Mm-hmm. Salesmen do that. They go out and call potential people. Say, right. Hey, I think what we can do is will be a great situation. And they're marketing not necessarily a collab, but like a business. Like, hey, I think I am what you are looking for. I think we are a good thing. And so now I'm offering I'm making myself aware. I'm making you aware of me and what I have to offer. This will give you this, which I believe is what you're looking for. Right. Like, this will be this, which I believe is aligned with what you want. And now I'm selling I'm making my services available to you, which is what businesses do. Yeah,
like, but I think just the way you phrase it, that's a different approach. Versus,
I feel like C Major's example, to me, like, where I think that guy messed up was like the wording of it. Like, I feel like that producer felt like it was like that was the assumed knowledge of how that was going to go. Maybe from a different regularity versus C Major coming from a different background of how collabs work. So I think there was like a misaligned, like, kind of understanding of what that was. But I feel like that's exactly what he was doing. Like, hey, I see what you're doing. I feel like you're going to be a perfect fit into what I have to offer, like what my business has to offer to producers.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the like a legitimate. But I think that way of thinking, I don't think most producers, most artists, like thinking about ourselves as a business and that way and moving. That's like a relatively kind of new.
That's the, well, I ain't gonna say them people don't love music. But I do think there's a more of a level of love that we have but to me, I think that's detrimental. Like I fuck with I can't even remember the producer's name, to be honest. But the guy that I was talking about in my story, like after that whole experience, I wasn't jaded. I did not fuck with him. I fuck with that like cause yeah, he got placements and shit, but that money ain't came in yet. If y'all know how that shit works, like he probably ain't gonna see that money till a year. So he probably like that shit was charting. He probably like got hella niggas hitting him up, but he probably broke as hell. Like so, he like nah, let me get my paper, and I fuck with that shit. And
that's what I'm not mad about it at all. But if also me, am I fuck with no? Because as a producer, like the example you use, if I reach out to you, nigga, like yo, you fire. I love your sound. I think we could do some amazing shit. Okay, I don't know your pockets. Obviously, I don't. In my mind, if I'm reaching out to her, maybe she's an unhidden talent type shit. Like no one really knows you, whatever. But I think you're fucking amazing. I'm not finna out the gate like, all right, well, this is how much I try. No, let's do some shit that I think can work, and I just get mine on the back end. Because if I truly fuck with you and I see something in you and I truly believe I can bring you into my world and make some bigger shit happen. Let's just get on the back end. If you agree with that, cool. Let's get it. That's just my approach.
If she's an unknown junk, like what would be the back end though?
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm betting on me. If I'm in that situation, like you said, Hit Boy. If I'm in that situation, I'm betting on me. I know what my world is. I know my system. I know the people I have around me. Now it looks like okay. I just found an amazing artist. I'm not gonna try to bust your head to get you to work with me. When I seen you and I felt something was like. We can do something crazy. Yeah. Like I'm.
Bro, trust me.
They can't see you.
Yeah. None but your head, bro.
LJ, I feel you. No, it's not. I totally feel you, and I feel like historically that's how I've operated. But I think.
Oh, my bad.
I think too, like. I think in this conversation, I'm realizing that that's like the legit way. Like businesses operate. Like we have to go and find clients for the work we do. You know what I'm saying? Like we like at some point, you know what I'm saying? Mad's doing this right now. We have to like go and meet these people and say, hey, I think what I sell is something that would be great for you. Right. You know what I mean? And if what I sell is access, you know what I'm saying? Like let's
I feel that.
You know, let's start this business and this partnership, and you know I think the pricing should be based off of like the value of that you're able to deliver, which is different from any people. Like whoever you know this person that was working with C Major is may be different than if Pharrell hit you up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like. You just know there's like a different level, or maybe Hit Boy or whatever. Like you just know there's like a different level of access to that person.
In the words of Mad Beats, is levels to this shit.
And like, and I think there's a lot of ways it goes down. Like we take Offum for example. Like Offum was dope, but Offum like became a part of this. Through buying studio time, recording, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Offum is the greatest example of this in multiple ways, bro. Like,
and so I think in this conversation, I'm realizing like, I mean, because I personally like, why am I paying? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Particularly as a producer, because I feel like producers, just my bias are the ones with the leverage, because we make the music bed. My particular situation specifically, I also usually carry access to be able to actually record the song, mix it, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm carrying a lot of leverage and like end-to-end involvement to the creation of the song. So I always feel like obviously the artist is usually the front face and gets the attention. All that. For the thing itself, I always feel like I'm a very important role in getting the thing done. So I feel like most of the time I should be compensated for that. So what I'm saying is, like, in my mind, when an artist reaches out to me to want to collab, it's not always like a exchange money situation, but I kind of think that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you want my production, there should be an exchange.
No, yeah, I agree.
And when I reach out to an artist that I feel like I want to work with, to me, it's like an automatic, I'm reaching out with the expectation that because I'm reaching out, I'm not trying to charge you for what I'm reaching out for, which, I don't know, might be a little backwards. To the
I was going to say
To the business, but even
business side.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we love this shit. So, I think sometimes we love this shit so much that we forget that niggas gotta make money.
No, you
bro.
gotta make money, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like the words matter. So it's all about how you approach it. And then also on producer to producer, like, that's a different situation, I feel, versus like a producer to an artist.
I don't think so. Especially if you've worked hard enough to have the leverage to come. Now, the language could definitely be different. You could start out and be like,
that's what I'm saying.
Hey.
Like, don't hit me up and be like,
yeah,
hey, bro, I'm a
that
fan.
That shit don't. To me, that doesn't. It can't be different. But it don't make it. It's the same shit. Like, whether maybe he was on some sick shit, or maybe he just thought that was the assumed thing, because this was a thing niggas was doing at the time. But it was like a very like, that's what you got to peek behind the curtains. Like, that's how he got this placement. Like, you know what I'm saying? This how this shit going. I just wasn't privy to that information. So, and this nigga not like, I'm in Memphis. Like, we go back to Memphis world. Like, Memphis just does not operate like that. Period. Like, we really either we fuck with niggas or we don't fuck with niggas at all. Like, he probably in LA where that's just like normal shit. But whatever the case may be, like, producer to producer, artist to producer, I still think, like, if you have leverage to offer, even if it's not a guarantee, like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, either you're gonna take the gamble or not. I don't blame you for not, but also I ain't gonna say I wouldn't. Like, at the time I didn't, and if I did, I might. I'm damn near 80% sure I would have ended up on Coast 7. I would have had that.
Right.
I might have could have flipped that into a meeting. I don't know. Who knows? It might have been just been a place that I might have got a percentage. He took my shit. I don't know what the fuck.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not against. Like, I'm not totally against paying to collab, whatever. But what I am, like I said, it's the lingo. It's how you approach it, how you bring it about. Because, like, some people will hit you up like, bro, I guarantee you, I got these opportunities. Like, as we all know in this music shit, there's no guarantees, bro. Like,
yeah, I feel like anybody saying, I mean, but that's just bad business. Anybody that say that you can guarantee something that is
money
like
back.
unguaranteeable.
If you don't say my money back off that guarantee,
and that's what I'm saying. Well, a lot of these young niggas is trying to get in the game, trying to get these placements or whatever. They just think like, oh, such and such hit me up. Shit, let me find a way to get this money. And you send this money out, nothing happened. Yeah. Now you know.
Yeah. I mean, but I think that, like, people, I mean, conferences guarantee you're going to meet people. That don't mean that those connections going to be meaningful. You know what I mean? Like, but niggas will spend this money. So I think there definitely needs to be, like, a responsible and honest, like, communication of expectations of what I can deliver. Hey, what I can deliver is I regularly place beats to these people. I have contacts with these A&Rs who have consistently got me I have these many placements under my belts. And so now that these relationships have been established for these many years, I'm just making up somehow I would do it if I was in that position. Right. In this many years, like, it's likely that when I send beats out, they're not going to get, I'm not in the pile that gets overlooked because I have real relationships and I have a track record of having beats placed with major artists. If these are people you would like to work with, what I can offer you is access that you will be able to leverage, and that's going to cost you. That's you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because I have the access, I have a higher percentage than you do.
Yeah, but listen to that approach versus liking all of your shit and being like, "Hey, fam, you dope. Let's collab. What's your budget?"
But I mean,
the kid is a very
Yeah,
anomaly
right,
ass person.
Oh wait,
damn. Video. Oh,
Damn.
shoot. Just drops it out of the joint. All right. All right, we just lost the camera for some reason. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, kid is.
I'm here.
Nah,
but so, so I mean, but that's But if that was something like if I'm a person that is seeking for potential clients, right? That's not something I'm gonna offer to everybody. I'm gonna offer it to people that I feel like is not gonna make my beat suck. That I would who has a quality that I put my name behind. So that means that it's gonna be people that I would naturally fuck with and like. And you're like, yo, I think you dope, or whatever. And now, I think now here comes the difference in what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Is like, if I already know this is what I want to offer. I mean, even when I want to work with artists, I'm gonna start off with saying, "Yo, I think you dope. I feel like we should work. Let's get something in." You know what I'm saying? I think on the front end, if I this you know, that's we need to pause that, bro.
Let's get something in.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? But we I the difference is I think if I knew in my head, I would start off with that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or at least try to find out if that person's interested in that. But I would try to set that up a little bit earlier, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, you've had mad conversations with artists and stuff like that, and people hit you up saying, I don't want to work with you or whatever, and you want to build that relationship. Like, eventually comes the, all right, what's your budget conversation? And it's not always in the same timing frame. So there's a little bit of grace, but I definitely felt like they led my man C Major on.
Oh, for sure.
They led him on, and that's what I don't fuck with that. But I honestly, bro, to be honest, I was on some that fuck that collab shit, because even if somebody hit me with that today, I would still feel a little like disrespected in a little bit. But as I'm sitting here talking about it, I'm just thinking like,
it's a business move.
It's a business.
This is just really just some business stuff, and I just have to determine
if
whether or not that's the business I'm in a position to or want to be in, you know what I mean? But I think before this conversation too, I felt like it was kind of wrong. Yeah. But I don't know if I do.
No, I think
artists do it.
Yeah, I think, like I said, it's a business for me, and of course we all grown as hell. So at this point, if you've been doing this for a while and you get scammed by this shit, hey, bro, I'm more so speaking to like the young niggas that's like really trying to like. They want them placements bad. They open their IG and they got messages from that was a point when we had people like, yo, I run such and such label, and it's like, bro, and I've learned more so too. A lot of times with businesses, if a lot of times folks see they can make more money with you versus off of you. Yeah.
Do you feel like or do y'all feel like if somebody like Hit Boy or whatever was I'm just using Hit Boy. It could be anybody. It could be Jason Joshua or Mike Will or whoever. Any one of these people.
Nah, this dude Hit Boy. We stuck.
we on Hit Boy today.
Like
you know what I'm saying? But if Hit Boy was hosting, because the person who I feel like actually does this is Illmind. Like, I feel like he does it all the time.
But he does it in a different way.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
his
right.
approach
that don't change.
Nah, it changes a lot, bro.
It changes the language, but I'm trying to say it's the same thing, and I'm taking a gamble. The language and shit doesn't bother me as much as the result. Like, that's what I'm looking for, the result. Like, can I leverage this to make? And then I feel like too, like it's on me to establish the relationship. Like it's. Like, all right, let's say whoever comes up to me in whatever way, it's on me to make myself, even if he on some Bodie shit, like where it's like a week and then 50 other people gonna do it. It's on me to be like more tapped in than the other niggas. Like, it's like if I'm finna invest into this with my own personal shit, I'm not just finna do some regular shit. Like, I'm finna invest in it. I'm finna go, like, especially for somebody that I know that can do some shit. Like,
That's if you know though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying if it's Hit Boy, you would know.
Yeah, like if
you would know. But
the thing is, more than likely, it's not finna be. It's finna be like I just felt like you got to be tapped in enough. Like I was tapped in enough to know like this dude was not a famous nigga at all, but I knew where he was. And I knew he had management. I knew he had I knew he had things in place that wouldn't guarantee, but he definitely had a higher chance than I did, like a way higher chance.
So what I wanted to ask was, okay, let's skip the whole like charging you to come produce, because to me this is a conversation about a shift in access and chances of something going in your favor, like opportunity for leverage, right? That's what these people are selling. So let's say Hit Boy. So he's not hitting.
Let's use somebody. Hit Boy is like.
Well, I'm saying, but let me use it. I feel like this is an example of something he would do. Hit Boy is now. He's got he's hosting an in studio junk. It's 20 slots or whatever, and you get to come to what's his junk called? What's his studio called?
Shit, I never had a name. I don't know.
Okay, to his like spot, right? Yeah. And it's 20 producers that they get to come out to. I think he's in LA. Come out to LA, and maybe I don't know, it's some mass class. Maybe it's just like an open aux, because that's what Ilmai used to do. Some play your beats type junk. Yeah. Okay, right? It's $200 to get a seat, right? Would you take that opportunity to go and do that?
I'll take that one over the other one, yeah.
Okay, and why would you take that?
Because
what would be the benefit of doing that for you?
If I'm betting on me.
I'm saying like what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm betting on me. So if I get the opportunity to come in the studio, now I feel like you just said, it's up to me to stand out, to figure out a way to get access, to get your attention, to make sure that I'm here, versus me just sending you 200 and sending you an email.
Right. So but Hit Boy is selling this opportunity. So don't you think he is exploiting that? That's what people are trying to do, is get access to him, and he's exploiting that. Which means like it. I feel like it's kind of like a similar potential risk of like, these folks just want to like come through, you know what I mean? And I could get a bag off them, hoping that I'm gonna put them on in some sort of way. That could be I feel like that is the risk, but I feel like in this case I have more of an opportunity to make something happen versus I'm in the room. So now, like, if nothing happens, then that's on me. Okay. Versus
me just sending you an email. I don't even know if you're gonna look at this email.
So okay, bet. So if now going back to the sending the junk,
even if they send you one directly.
What you mean?
Like, even if this is the direct email that they sent, like.
Bro, how long does it take to make an email address?
Sure enough.
How long does it take to shut down the email address?
Let's just eliminate like it's not a scam. Like this is a real thing. Yeah. I feel like.
Well, so if so to the original junk, if Hit Boy or whatever, $200 the junk, would you respond say, yeah, I would love to come fly out and build on this song with you? Like, would you respond with that? Like, would that be a part of like the process to like legitimize it or try to get more out of the opportunity?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in the rooms if I can.
So all right, let's say let's not hit.
So well, I guess what I'm asking, are you shutting it down before you ask those questions?
Well, first, it depends on who it is.
Okay.
So yeah, it depends on who it is. If I know, like you said, if I know this is someone, this is legit, they get access. All this, okay. Let me figure out the right way to approach this that will grant me access to either be on a call with you, be in a room with you, whatever. But I'm not just on some like I'm finna send you however much money and then just send you an email and I'm hoping. Nah, if I can work this out and put more odds in my favor, then that's what I'm going for.
I feel it.
You gotta do the pedal jump, bro. You gotta collab on the
Yeah,
beat.
I'm with that too. Like, if that's how we gotta approach it, cool. Yeah. Versus me just hoping you even see my email type shit. Like, nah, I'm not. Cause niggas you could do that for free.
I was gonna say that kind of sounds like if like if they didn't hit you up at all, then I could see what you're saying, like on some you hoping that they see your email. But if they're directly hitting you up and you know you done your research behind it and stuff like that, like you still wouldn't. Like,
bro, it's
AJ not trusting none of
bro,
this shit. I fuck with it.
Folks getting hacked on IG and every day. Shit, AT&T was just hacked completely. Like shut this shit down.
I'm saying,
Busta Rhymes.
yeah, Busta Rhymes. Yeah,
Exactly.
But I know that's a scam. I'm saying Barn is not a scam. Like it's this real nigga. You still think like you pay money and he not finna do your collab type shit.
Yeah.
It just depends, bro.
I feel, and I seen that's so my perspective is I've just seen a lot of young niggas that this is the culture and they do this shit and them niggas be winning. Like, and I'm not. It's not like I'm a different nigga too. So I would definitely, but I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying I would not do this shit. Like I had the choice before and I said no, but I wouldn't. I still don't know if that was the right decision. You know what I'm saying? I'm still saying like I don't know. Like I probably if I was in a better situation and I had 200 to blow, I would definitely have did that.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I said, I'm not completely against it. It's the approach and who it is.
Right.
I feel it.
I definitely think that if that's your business model, if that's part of your business model, like you gotta understand like your own perception to other people, and you gotta understand that like if you reaching down, like you just gotta know your customer, and I feel like. You know, I don't even know what that looks like when because you know you don't want to spend time on a potential on a non-client. You know what I'm saying? If you like, if that time is valuable, you're trying to get people that are interested in this opportunity. If that's what you're offering, you don't want to spend too much time like quote unquote relationship building.
Yeah,
like, I don't have a better word for it that's not gonna be fruitful in the way you want it to be, right? But you do gotta like figure out how to. You know, build a funnel, get people like knowing what you about, so they not caught off guard like they caught my man C-Man.
Yeah, they get my boy had me.
And that's what I'm saying. You be hype. You be ready like, oh shit, bet you got the hard drive. You ready to go? He like, all right, what's your budget? You like, damn, bro.
I'm tapped in too. I'm knowing.
That's the thing. He asked what his budget was. Not even gave
bro,
the price.
Come on, man. Like,
choose that level.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, man. Nah, bro.
I be asking artists what they budget is.
Yeah, I feel what y'all saying. I 100% feel what y'all saying. Their approach was tacky as hell, but at the same, it's niggas the music like that. I ain't saying it should be expected. Niggas need to do better and you know whatever.
I guess that was a sentiment of what I was wanting to know about how y'all felt. Do y'all feel like it shouldn't be done anyway in the first place? Like that's not.
Nah, I definitely.
I don't think. It's like, nah, you shouldn't be doing it. Like, it's a business. Yeah,
Illmind does it, I think, in a really great way. He builds a community, and then if like, let's say you pull up to the Illmind session, you don't even get a chance to have a conversation with Illmind, but you might have a conversation with another nigga that's there.
That's what I'm saying.
So he really built it. I think that's the best way that you can do it. But Illmind is an anomaly of a nigga. Like, there's not a lot of niggas out there. Like, most niggas is.
Bro, Illmind is literally the pioneer.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah, we're talking about
for
like
real,
the high of like in not even just music, like intelligence. Period. Like it's just different. It's different. It's levels to this shit. It's mad.
That's what I'm saying. You don't respond in time. Now, bro, mad at you. Like, nigga, you trying to collab or what? Like, nigga, wait.
The nigga trying to get his money, bro.
Trying to figure out if I can.
Right. You know that's what I'm saying.
If this is a good deal,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, nah. It's like I said, the approach for me is everything.
And what'd you say his name was?
I really can't remember that.
You be slick as hell with that.
I really can't. I would have said it now, but I can't remember. I can't remember his name. He didn't. I don't think he ended up doing much. I gotta find him. I gotta find him. I have no bad feelings for this dude.
He probably ain't doing shit out here no way.
I gotta find him and look him up. But the last time I remember checking the cozy tapes runs, nah, he wasn't at the hub. He probably straight. But the Cozy Tapes run was the last I remember seeing him. But I legit can't remember his name.
We back. Damn. Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got the camera back. You know what I'm saying? I did that behind the scenes. You know what I mean? All right.
But yeah, nah. It was definitely tacky. But at the same time, I think sometimes you gotta take a risk. I feel like Alpham is the perfect example of that again. Like he be encountering some situations and We might just say fuck it and bag up and pay some shit, and that pay relationship flips into a relationship where a nigga be like, hey, come down to LA and I'm gonna shoot a video. Come down to Alabama, I'm gonna put you on my show type shit. And so that shit be working out. Sometimes
you have to take those risks, man. It just.
And shout out to I can't remember his nigga name, but shout out to him. Bro. His shit was hard too. He was a dope producer. Bro. I really fuck with him. He caught me. He bamboozled me, but you know what I'm saying. I ain't fall for it, but if I would have fell for it, who knows? You know what I'm saying. Bro. We might be having a different conversation. I might have had to fire off him when they did the ASAP Rocky. I don't know. I might have been ASAP Mob. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. And now I'm beefing with off him. So maybe I'm glad it did happen.
And bro, we was on that same energy, bro, when we passed up the Tierra Whack.
Yeah, exactly, bro. But it wasn't the same. So she didn't reach out to us. We definitely reached out to her.
That's that's different.
But we turned it down because we couldn't get in the room. Like we wanted to fly out.
Yep, we wanted to get in or have her. We offered to fly her down, and she's like, nah. But I don't want to say her feature price. But it was a very extremely low amount compared to
I'm pretty sure
where
now.
she went.
I'm pretty sure now, yeah.
And so it was like, it was like, damn, we could have had Tierra Whack on stunt. What, 2? No, what is it? 3? One of them.
That would have been crazy. It's all right. We can make it. We make it happen.
Yeah, we done missed. It's another conversation.
We be fumbling the bag like that.
Bro. I definitely had a chance to meet Tierra Whack, but I didn't know she was gonna be there. But anyway.
Shit. Me and Kid made a whole song with the nigga and then charged the nigga after we.
Oh yeah, bro.
Wait, what?
That was a learning experience.
We learned that experience, bro, and that's why I was like, because, all right, so I'm gonna tell that I guess we can tell this story.
Oh shit.
Because it's real.
Yeah,
it was a real learning lesson. It was like a whole thing, and me and C Major, we just really learned from this shit. But it's related to what we was talking about in terms of like the way you approach the conversation of this is money. This is something we are charging for, and just like how like there be different expectations, and how sometimes those misaligned expectations don't even be like malicious or no scammy shit. It just be like, oh, we was thinking different, and now when we was talking about
we
like,
on 2 completely different pages.
Now a nigga, which is why I can't fully demonize bro who bamboozled C Major, because
hoodwinked.
Yeah, hoodwinked him. You know what I mean? Because it's that's how it be. So we was in St. Louis, and
man, that was a great night.
Yeah, we had collectively won like some studio time from the various beat battles. Yeah. Whatever. So we had some studio time at the studio, and C Major like invited like
everybody.
Some artists through. So and then they invited some people through. So it was a dope night. Me and C Major pulled up. We pulled up to the studio. And we was just cooking beat after beat, just going.
And they was crazy beats. So we was on some.
St. Louis boys need to make a return.
We do. We was on some shit.
So we cooking up. People, we got like some homies just writing whatever. Now, our thought process regarding collaboration is exactly what we discussed earlier. That we just working. Yeah. Like we wasn't necessarily looking to charge the people the artists we was working with for these beats, because we rocked with them, right? So this one artist that we didn't know who was in St. Louis, that it was a mutual.
He was a friend of the homie.
Yeah,
one of the artists I invited.
So he comes through, and you know what I'm saying, like he's a dope artist,
super dope.
And he was known out there. And he came through, was writing, and it was just like that was the hardest song we made the whole night. Yeah,
we got players on too. It's a great song.
It was a banger. We was so hyped. It was the energy. I'm telling you, was perfect. It was the start of a great relationship. And so that guy, I don't think he knew the situation of how we were there. I mean, it's a commercial recording studio, so. The assumption is that we're paying for studio time. So this guy comes up to the cookup session, whatever, and we recording the song.
He actually paid. He offered to pay for Okay.
So,
Well,
you get this. So because actually the way you just phrased that makes me wonder if we had a different understanding even between ourselves. But okay, so we're not paying for this studio time. This is like our session time that we want. Right. So we're using it. And he comes through. I don't think he knew that. So obviously
he did.
He knew that we had.
Yeah, we had a certain amount of time. We ran out of that time.
Okay.
And then that's when he's like, yo, tell. Because he has a relationship with the studio owner as well. Mm-hmm. Like, he really tapped in. Like, he St. Louis. Like, he niggas know him and shit.
Okay.
And so that's when he's like, yo.
So he's like, okay, send me he's like, he tells me and C Major, after we cook up this joint, he's like, all right, yo, send me the invoice, or whatever, and, let's get this thing rolling. So this is what, 2018?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. So at this time, I ain't never had nobody tell me to send them the invoice. And so, but we are working producers at this time. So at least for me, I'm thinking he's like, send me the invoice for this beat that we just cooked up because I want to use it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, cool, right? In hindsight, he was probably talking about the studio time, the extra studio time that we ran over. Send him like he'll pay for it because we went overtime. Matter of fact, we went so overtime.
Yeah, we went crazy. Like we
slept there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We didn't even go to sleep. We were just there into the sun. Like, we was there until the nigga came back the next day and was finna open up.
Wow.
We were still we might have dozed off for a little bit. We was still cooking up.
Nigga, y'all
We was cooking up for like
hours.
legit 12, 11 hours.
Yeah.
It
It was like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning or some shit like that. Bro, come in, like, turn the lights on, like, he about to, like, load up. Like, we still, like, you good. Like, your shit warm. Like, compressors is ready. Like, all your shit is good, bro.
So anyway, that artist leaves. We come back to Memphis, and we're like, yo, this is dope. We hype.
Man, we bumping the song.
Yeah, we bumping the song. We was like, okay, let's send this invoice. We asked Nikita to, like, put together this invoice joint. And Mad, like, peeped it. It was like, I can't even remember what it was, but it was basically like, we was like,
yeah,
we ain't really, the problem is that y'all can hear from this story is we did not discuss what was being paid for, what the invoice was. There was no discussion about like, yo, we charging for this beat or whatever. So it comes to it. So we don't put Nikita in that situation, right? We have to communicate that to ourselves. So we send the invoice to him, to his email. We got his information. And it's like however much we was charging for that beat, and he gets it back like, what is this? and like long story short, we're like, I mean, you said send us an invoice for this beat or whatever, and it's like, why is it this much? You know what I'm saying, in the first place? And B, we talk about for the studio time, ain't no way. So he thinking we trying to scam him. We taking advantage of like this joint, and it was like a legit misunderstanding. When we wasn't even thinking about money, but he quote unquote offered to pay, and then we wasn't clear on what that was, and so now we thinking, oh, we can get paid for this production joint. You know what I'm saying? And now, bro, we ran into him maybe like a year later.
I ran into a couple times after that, and I don't think it's like he definitely won't. It ain't like he fuck with us, but he don't fuck with it. He probably forgot about that shit. That nigga be getting arrested.
I know the last time we saw, when I last time saw him, when we went to that other
the wrestling zone, I got my ass kicked.
It was not.
He wasn't fucking with
we tried to, cause even when we were seeing that, like we was trying to be apologetic about it, like, yo, sorry about this misunderstanding, like, cause we was not on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
and he's dope, man. He's dope.
Yeah, that was like a beneficial relationship.
A really dope connection too.
But the moral of the story was definitely like, nah, you can't play around.
Yeah, with business.
The timing and the language of business and money, like these things need to be established up front, which is why C Major's dude's approach
was trash.
Was wrong. But so that was wrong. But was the business model wrong in the first place?
No.
Yeah,
I'm not against the business model. It's just more so the approach, the language that's used within this context. That makes the biggest difference for me.
Bro, shout out to Mad that be sitting in this seat. Because it's so weird to be talking to you. It's so weird to be talking to y'all
But looking
but not looking back. That's I don't know. I gotta get used to that. So y'all been seeing a lot of the back of my head. You know what I mean? I just got retwisted. So hopefully, you know, I haven't really seen the back jump. So I look at the.
That's
report.
crazy.
They're nice.
That's crazy. I haven't seen the back jump.
Wow.
But yeah. Anyway, but we got a few more
we
minutes. Let's go to the next topic. But it was a good conversation. Moral of the story is, you know what I'm saying? Just take a calculated risk, do your research, make sure that it's worth, you know, you investing in potential access.
Yeah, sometimes you ain't gonna be able to make sure. Sometimes you might just gotta jump.
Shoot.
So just be okay with jumping in and that shit failing. Yeah. If not, you probably in the wrong game.
Facts.
If it goes wrong, if the worst case scenario happens, will you be okay? Is that worse than if everything goes right? If it's worse, I would advise you not to do it. But if the worst case scenario is not worse than is not as devastating as if everything is the best case scenario, man, it might be worth taking that leap. Yeah. But what else were we supposed to be talking about today?
The most imitated producer in the game as of today.
We doing it right now? We doing it right now? Like what's the ever?
I feel like we have to do. Well, I mean, I think we initially said ever, but I feel like even ever it switches with the time. Cause I feel like in different eras, like it was different people.
Yeah.
Most imitated. All right, let's say. All right, let's break it up. Let's do in the past, like in past 50 years of hip-hop.
I was just finna say the past 50 years of hip-hop.
That's all hip hop.
Yeah, I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I was like 50 years.
There's everything.
So of all the hip hop, I won't say of all time, because then we talk about other
You
genres.
talking about Quincy Jones?
Yeah, like,
Quincy Jones, the most imitated producer in the
bruh,
world.
Rap.
Y'all niggas was not making shit like Quincy before Quincy. Bro.
I don't know.
Y'all niggas write y'all music? No, nigga.
Quincy
I just know Quincy Jones is like going crazy. But I don't
That
know
nigga
who,
was
you know,
stupid.
Quincy Jones, what producers he was imitating. You know what I'm saying? Who was producing all the
Nobody,
stuff
bro. The nigga was imitating himself. He the
Quincy Jones
GOAT.
just made all the first music.
He saw himself in the future and said, I want to be like that nigga.
I want to. Hey, that's.
So
I want to be like that.
we talking about in hip hop, all the hip hop, and then we can maybe break it down in the past, like. 20
what do
years.
you?
Let's see,
So as far as what genre of hip hop? Because you know they got
all of everything that you would put under the main category of
hip hop and rap, or
pretty-
just hip hop. Period.
hip hop producers. There are subgenres in hip hop. There are subgenres in hip hop. I
According.
feel like rap is a subgenre of hip hop.
Yeah, I think rap
So,
is.
like,
Okay.
I got
So just,
I think
a
rap is.
conversation.
Yeah, we talking about.
but we just talking about
I'm
producers.
talking about boom bap.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So we talking about boom bap. It's different versus. Yeah,
But
damn,
I
that's
mean,
just crazy.
okay, well, tell me who's the most imitated
Boom
hip
bap
hop
nigga.
producer
Yeah.
of all time.
Bruh, shout out to Neem. I feel like he might. It might
It might
switch
be
between.
Dilla and
Yeah.
Doom.
I feel like it might be Dilla, but I feel like DJ Premier might be more
Yeah.
imitated than
Yeah,
all of these.
for
niggas.
sure. For sure.
Matt just went through like a whole giant last week. I feel like of like
Yeah.
like had a similar genres like Ninth. What was it? Ninth Wonder was the one.
Mm-hmm.
But even just
Swag.
listening to him explain that, I was like, bro, this is like. DJ Premier's style is the classic hip hop beat. Like when niggas like go to make a hip hop beat.
Crazy thing though, like, cause you know hip hop, you always think New York or whatever, but like, ain't Primo from like Texas or some shit?
Shit, I don't know.
I don't think he's from New York.
That's crazy if he's not from New York.
Yeah, I think he's like from Houston or some shit. So
But
that's.
he lived in Houston like his
I
life
think
when
he's
he was
from,
a kid.
like,
I
he-
think that's where he's from.
And that's what I'm saying, like, and that's crazy. He got
Nigga
the
got
most
off.
New York
Yeah.
sound. This
Hold
nigga
on,
from the
wait a
South,
second.
like.
This
I'm
nigga
gonna look
Premier
that
got
up.
off on y'all. Y'all
Damn.
let him do that. New York,
Yeah,
y'all
I don't
let this
believe
nigga
he's
That's
from
do
how
New
that.
York.
y'all feeling.
I don't
That
believe
nigga
he's
could
from
never
New
come to
York.
Memphis and do some shit
Y'all
like that.
bugging.
Come
Y'all
on, bro.
bugging.
I feel like that's how New York is, though. Like,
Damn.
Nah, yeah, they
Yeah.
is. Yeah, they are. Ain't nobody from New York for real type shit. Like,
Well, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I don't think he's from New York.
DJ Premier, where is DJ Premier from? So y'all think DJ Premier is the most imitated producer?
I feel.
As far as like when it comes.
Yeah, we were
to
talking about.
boom bap.
Yeah, we were
so
talking about
boom
the
bap,
hip hop boom.
But that's why I was saying
Okay.
like it's so many like.
And so
Yeah.
just to be clear,
What kind of
Wu-Tang Clan is not rap to y'all. It's hip hop.
Yeah, Wu-Tang hip hop to me.
Okay.
RZA the most infamous.
I don't think RZA.
I'm just asking because y'all are throwing me off with this.
Yeah, I know.
Hip hop versus rap genre. I don't know. I just never really. I really don't make that distinction personally, so I'm like trying.
I try
if
not
we
to.
talking- If we talking rap, I'm gonna say Lex Luger is the most imitated
Yeah.
producer.
He
But
kicked it
yeah.
off.
you
I
couldn't
feel like
you
he
couldn't
changed the game
like
for real.
you
Everybody
like Lex and
had
Premier,
Lex
you
Luger.
wouldn't put them in the same category.
Is Pharrell a hip hop producer or a rap producer?
For real, pop.
He's a producer, bro.
But
He's pop.
I don't think
He's
he
pop.
that imitated.
Like
If
when
you-
he was making them Busta Rhymes joints, was that hip hop?
That
or
was
rap?
still pop. It was.
So
Pop
he was
rap.
Like pop
producer?
rap.
Pop
Yeah,
rap.
Pop
I
rap.
say he a
So
pop
that wasn't
producer.
hip hop.
that was hip
All
hop.
right, no.
I'm gonna say no, bro. You can't.
But hip hop is
Pharrell will
Like-
dip in a hip hop bag, but Pharrell is not a hip hop producer.
But that's what I'm saying.
Well,
Pharrell is he's a
when-
producer. I
when-
don't think he has a
when
genre.
Timbaland was doing Missy Elliott,
That's
was
rap.
that rap? Or
That's
That
rap.
was rap.
That was rap.
Yeah.
No, or R&B. Nigga, I don't know.
What?
Fuck a genre.
See, this is why I hate
For
these
real,
labels,
though.
bro. What?
But
But I don't think Timbaland might be. But I don't. That's like Pharrell is an imitated.
Those are pop producers.
Yeah, well, mine's the genre. I'm talking about
I say
imitation.
Dre
Like who
came with
imitated?
more hip hop than Timbaland did.
When Dr. Dre
If you think
was
about
doing,
it, like
Eminem, was that rap?
Was doing Eminem. It's crazy.
What
oh, damn,
happening?
Bro.
bro.
Crazy. When Dre was doing Eminem, bro. What
He was in the closet. Wasn't he?
what part of Compton in most
Yeah.
what's going on, bro?
Look, and it said no video.
Damn, what's going on? All right, this show hate.
Yeah,
That's
you-
not what we talk about. Who's the most imitated? Y'all talk about who is
But-
rap and
but I
hip-hop,
guess-
bruh. Talk about all the beat makers, the people
Who's
that the niggas that made the beat.
Okay, I'll say that. Who's the most imitated beat maker? Because we can't really put him in like
Who's the
hip
most
hop.
imitated producer? I don't know, bro.
Okay, I don't know. I would say DJ Premier. Would it be only one or like top 5?
I think of all time from year one of hip hop and then the last 20 years.
From 50.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard because like I
We
feel
could
like
we could do boom bap versus
You ain't gotta say some shit like cool hurt.
bro, but no, that's what I'm saying.
I don't
I
even
feel
know
like
what them niggas signature. What's the cool? Did cool hurt have a tag?
DJ Super
nigga?
Wheels.
this man.
Come on, bro.
But that's
These
why I feel
niggas
like
not fuck with you.
it's a time period because I feel like it switched.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a time period, and it's a difference. Like you can't say Premier wasn't more or less imitated than Lex. Like it's just two different.
It's-
Who
yeah,
it's
do you
different
think
times.
is
For
the
sure,
most
for
imitated?
Most
Two different
imitated.
times.
I
For
feel
sure.
like I don't know. I agree with DJ Premier. I feel like that's a giant. I feel like I don't know. Jay Dilla, I feel like that giant has kind of like on some posthumous type vibes.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, even
that's
during
like,
the.
that's the giant. You
But
know
yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
Even
even
during
during that, yeah.
his span, Timbaland
That
got
was
shit
the
from
thing.
him. Janet Jackson, like he was definitely heavily imitated. I feel like it might be a close, and then because timing is so subjective that like you can really be like, that's. But I'm just thinking of like if we're going purely boom bap hip hop. That beat type, it just sounds like everything Premier
Premier, bro.
doing. And if it's
He's
a nigga,
the New York swing.
yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. And if it's a
Yeah.
nigga that was doing it before him that he got it from, excuse me, but he's as far back as I trace it, and that, on that side of it, I feel like he got it. On our side, and I said Lex because of my era coming up, but if you want to go back, it got to be 3-6 and them. Like they have
the whole industry sound like that.
Literally, DJ Paul.
I think that's a big.
That's probably
That
all
might
that
be-
rap
that might
sounds
be-
like
might
is
be-
DJ Paul. Like dead serious.
The whole
that might-
Memphis
that could
sound.
be
That might be a big.
the most imitated producer. Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Right here, we ain't even.
DJ Paul and Juicy J.
You know what's interesting about that though? Like when I was thinking about this, for some reason, like I was trying to find Dr. Dre in there, but I feel like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
nah.
I feel like niggas would try it. Like even with Pharrell and so all right, Timbaland gets tricky because all right, so Pharrell you can't imitate his or niggas try. Tyler does a great job. Tyler is.
I feel like people definitely be imitating Pharrell, but
I don't be
not into like not in the level.
Yeah, I can't pick a nigga that other than Tyler the Creator. I can't pick a nigga that like I can clearly see you trying to be Pharrell, but. Timbaland, I see a lot of niggas that try to imitate him and shit like that. But Timbaland got his shit from 362. It's an interview. I gotta find this interview, bro. Like that whole like Aaliyah era shit. There was a Memphis guy programming his drums for him. A guy from, and I can't remember the guy's name. But just like he has the what's the guy that make his sounds or was making his sounds at one point? Sound Orchid. There was another. He had a programmer.
He had a ghost. Yeah.
He had a pro, and I don't think it was a ghost. I think it was like a known thing. I gotta find this. But the guy was from Memphis, and I think he worked in 360 camp as well. But even once that guy like fell out from his camp, he was like heavily inspired by the.
So are we talking about like inspiration or imitation? Like because to me, Timbaland's sound, at least. From all the Timbaland stuff I heard, doesn't feel like a version of somebody else's.
Nah, it feel like Timbaland. Yeah. I feel like it's inspiration. I feel like Timbaland does a great job of sampling, but making it.
So that wouldn't put his productions in the category of what I feel like imitated. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you talking about like just straight bite?
This sound like the
DJ
son,
Paul.
at least the son of like.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit be sounding. The Aaliyah shit don't sound like some 360 just with different chords.
I ain't gonna lie. I've never listened to anything
like One in a Million.
At least growing up, I never. I might have to listen back to it, but I've never listened to
that shit. Memphis is hell.
No, for real.
It's just different chords.
I'm gonna have to listen to it.
It's just not as dark.
I would love to do a beat breakdown.
And specifically drums. Like we got stem separation now. Like if you just look at specifically drum patterns, I feel like that shit Memphis is hell.
Hear the comparison.
Yeah, because
I'm not hitting that right now.
Yeah, I can't think of. I never listened to a Timbaland song and felt like, these niggas sampled some Memphis shit or had a. I never got that.
I never listened to initially, but once I was made privy to the knowledge that he was inspired by me, it like it opened the floodgates, and I was like, damn, like I can hear it.
I gotta listen to that.
Well, I mean, Lex Luger is a pretty solid argument.
Yeah,
I give to it. Yeah,
I don't even know if there was a producer doing that. Like, I mean, I guess there was 360, but even the way he
Lex Luger gave 360 a sound.
Yeah, if you like the Juicy J era, like the bands that make a dance and all that stuff, they were trying to emulate. But he got taste with Lex Luger. Like Lex admire him and Juicy J saw the opportunity and like this is where the sound is going. So I think it was a mutual thing. But Lex definitely carved his own lane with that shit. Like the hi-hats, the snare rolls. Like niggas went like Memphis had snare rolls too, but he was going crazy.
Yeah, but he was going. It was different.
So he like Memphis was 8 notes and 16 notes. We didn't go past 16s too much when we would do triplets. This nigga was 30 seconds, 64. Like he was going crazy, bro. And then the most powerful thing about Lex Luger is taking that shit up a fifth, bro. Like when he took the whole shit up,
now I don't know if I can get that to Lex Luger.
Who is it? Lil Jon. Lil Jon, you right?
Yeah.
Sleep on Lil Jon.
Lil Jon was the one.
Lil Jon was the one for sure. But Lex did it. I don't know. Lex did it.
Lil Jon did that.
Lex did it. Yeah, Lex in the ATL too. But Lex did it in a very like gangster way. Lil Jon was like. Okay. Lil Jon was like gospel. Lil Jon was like gospel. Take it up. Lex was like, nah, nigga, turn up.
Nah, bro, no.
That shit was very different.
No, bro.
But it's a solid sentiment, and I'm pretty sure he got it from Lil Jon. He grew up in Atlanta.
He probably more than likely got it from Lil Jon, but
he just did it in a Lex way.
Do y'all feel like Lil Jon was imitated heavily?
I think he did all that shit. If I thought it was imitation, he made the beat. He was just everywhere.
I think he was more so imitated by his personality in music. His personality.
He's the first DJ Khaled.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, literally.
Nah. What?
Khaled doesn't even make beats.
He don't. He just be saying,
I be hating on
"We the
Khaled, too.
best."
Nah,
Another
I was
one.
gonna say first DJ Khaled gotta be Diddy, bro. Like
Yeah.
Diddy was
Yeah.
all in everybody, you know,
Bad boy for life.
bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And
I mean,
Diddy- and
he had
Did he
he,
not make not one beat?
he didn't make he don't make beats for real. Like every story is like I gave this nigga this record and sat him in the room.
who? Who talking about? Wait, what? Who we talking about? No, Diddy.
That nigga do work in the community.
I say he a philanthropist. Maybe donating. What?
Yeah, the stories I've heard, Diddy's not making a beat. The stories I've heard, he's not making a
He
beat.
be a producer and he be like, yo, I think you should sample this and walk
Wait,
out
I
the
know that's what
room.
He
I
donated
just wondered,
the
like,
beats.
this nigga never made one
I
jump.
don't think so,
No.
bro.
He did
No.
for sure.
I don't.
He's the
when he
nigga that
be
sit
there-
in the room.
Yeah.
That's
he
it.
produced.
Dr. Dre be doing that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we know.
At least
that
Dr.
he
Dre,
made some
he
beats at
hands
some
on.
point.
Yeah, I don't think
Diddy
we
don't
got
do none of
history.
that shit.
We ain't get. Maybe he has, but we ain't got that
He don't
history.
do none of that shit.
I
Nope.
don't feel like he. I don't feel like he is. I don't feel like he has.
Nope.
Dang. What about
At least all the stories I've heard.
Jermaine Dupri?
Nah, he's
JD.
definitely.
He's definitely done
Yeah,
it.
That nigga be
Definitely.
making
He's-
I'm
crazy
talking about
beats.
being
Especially since
Imitated?
he was fucking with
I wouldn't.
Janet.
I don't think so.
I feel like he had his own thing and it worked for him.
That's so crazy. Like,
What niggas got from JD? Like what?
I
Ah,
think
yeah,
that's
Nobody
what-
really
that's the
wanted
JD
to
shit.
imitate
I'm not gonna
JD
even
like
lie,
that.
like
but-
all the like buy you a drink, T-Pain sound, like that whole era came from like JD. Like, I feel like that was kind of.
You sure it wasn't T-Pain?
Now, if T-Pain was
That's what I
behind
was-
the scenes doing that stuff, but
T-Pain
No, he
did
is
lot
a
of
producer
things.
as well,
Yeah,
though.
T-Pain does a lot. So
He produces.
I'm saying like, I know Jermaine Dupri too.
Well, yeah, cause Jermaine was back with Bow Wow and all of them.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know.
Yo. That was about yesterday. We called you Bow Wow.
Yeah, Bow Weezy.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
These
Bro,
folks
that's
said I
true.
look like Bow Wow.
Funny
Let's
as
see if
hell.
let's see. Y'all think I look like Bow Wow?
Damn.
No video, damn.
Yo.
Guess not. The world would never know.
Yeah, man.
Right.
That shit was funny.
Jermaine Dupri the most imitated.
Nah, nah.
Y'all
Jermaine
wrong.
Dupri hard though.
It's just a,
Yeah.
But I don't even know what his.
Bro,
like,
that's why I never heard a
can't,
beat.
I ain't never heard the beat. I was like, oh, yeah, it's JDB. I have to go in the
It's a
credits
song.
and be like,
I hear a song, but this sound like a JD song. I never just listen to a beat and be like, yeah, this beat that actually fuck with him. Like, nah, Jermaine Dupri, he killed this.
it might hard though. But I don't think niggas be imitating him.
yo.
Maybe they do
What about
subconsciously.
Nujabes?
I don't know who that is. I heard their name, but I really don't. I'm not familiar.
feel-
I'm not familiar with
I
their
feel like
work.
they had an error.
Lo-fi, like everybody.
They had an error.
Ah, okay.
But are you get that to them or like to the dealers, to the Q-tips? Because now they
mean,
consider
but-
lo-fi.
Yeah, I was.
They literally like
Kind of
they're kind of the same.
Yeah, apparently the
Like,
same
damn near.
time. Yeah.
So, but like that particular jump, like, so I mean, you would just have to. I feel like you would have to say that Nujabes was imitating Dilla, which I don't know if that was necessarily true or if it was just on some simultaneous shit.
They the
I do
same.
know,
They the same era. New Jobbies.
Yeah.
like they literally the same age.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That's what I believe. It's hard to have a most
I feel
like.
like they died at the same month. It's like
New
That's
Jobbies died.
crazy.
That's one person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't know wasn't nobody doing shit before Dilla food. I don't care what age you was. Rest in peace to New Jobbies. But come on, bro. It's Jay Dilla, bro. It's Dilla, bro.
All right.
They was in. I mean, you don't know.
It's Dilla, bro.
Right. He overseas. Yeah.
You saying these niggas? You saying Dilla got some shit for some? Come on, bro. Stop
I'm
playing.
not saying you got.
No.
I'm saying the lo-fi sound is widely attributed to Nujabes, but those two are compared to each other.
I don't know who New Jobbies is, bro, and I don't want to disrespect the dead, but come on, bro.
Like, fuck that.
We talking about JF Dilla. Come on, bro.
Okay, man.
All right.
I think that's definitely an argument though because of the rise of lo-fi.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm-
and that's how that was
It
like
has
everybody
been a
got
real-
into that.
Yeah, I'm speaking very ignorant, so I'll just.
I have to throw
Those are
knowledge in
jokes.
there a little bit, which kind of goes back to Madlib. But the reason I had to throw knowledge in there is because, bro, nobody was really doing remixes in the way and in the volume you know what I'm saying?
Especially not with
the
jazz.
energy With their knowledge was, and now like flips or whatever, like that's like the way folks is getting on now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's flipping all the little, like even the like flip the stuff you did on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Energy. I feel like all of that.
Hey,
is like knowledge
let me get my facts right first before I even make this statement.
Yeah, you're right. Kanye West the most imitated producer. That is a correct statement.
It's terrible. Kanye would love that.
Kanye West probably is.
Whatever Kanye do, that's it. Shift the culture.
He probably is, because then he go and imitate the people that imitated him. he
find what's hot in it. Nah.
Like the people that do Kanye vibes.
Like,
Like,
all right,
the new way is like,
all right, pull up.
We reinvesting into the Kanye train.
But even before that, I feel like before that was the thing. Like college dropout happened. He didn't create the happy sample shit. That was like Dipset. What's the niggas name? Not Just Blaze. The Dipset niggas. A-Rab and then Heatmakers. All them niggas. Like that was that shit. But like Yeezus changed the culture. Like 808, like he changed the culture with every
For sure. I feel like graduation.
Yeah. Every album, when he do some shit, the next 5 years it shifts to whatever he did, and whatever he wear, the next 5 years niggas gonna be wearing that shit.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. For real.
Shout out to Ye. All right. What's the facts you try to pull up?
Now I was about to say it was just on some giving credit. Like niggas gotta give Soulja Boy credit. Soulja Boy had
Please stop
era.
playing with Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy had an
Please
era.
stop
No,
playing
for
with
real.
Soulja
Like
Boy.
when he first came out, like when he was making his own beats. When he came out doing his thing, like in that moment, everybody was sounding like him.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't think I heard no songs where like, y'all remember that song, Pow? One we got me and they can't see me, so they tell them I'm on the beat, I'm undefeated. Did you see the release yet? No, don't think so.
Whole verse.
I go, since I always back to post. You post up at the so when my niggas up on that block. Y'all remember the song?
I don't remember it, but that shit
That's
hard.
go,
It sound like it's hard.
That jump was all just like the basic 808 and just drums. Bruh, I feel like I don't think I heard a beat that didn't have no melodic elements at all before that song.
Nah, nigga, he was grinding, nigga. Pharrell was killing that shit.
But that had melodic
It
elements.
did have.
He did.
You're right. Hey, that's his signature. That man do that with everything now. He did that with the Snoop joint he got.
How you doing this?
Bro, I seen him in that, yo. I was like, yo, this nigga doing this shit. He recorded that shit. Bro, Pharrell was dope, bro.
For real, he's his own.
I forgot about that whole part of the beat, bro.
Right, and then y'all don't remember. I mean, y'all probably do. Was y'all like tapped in at that time to where like everything, like every independent rapper after Soulja Boy was doing some sort of crank that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bro, it was a million of them hoes on YouTube.
Crime Mob came out with it.
Crank that, SpongeBob, crank
That's
that,
what I'm saying,
whatever, bro.
Everything. Yep.
Bro, shout out to Young Seth. Y'all know about Young Seth?
I don't think I do.
Bro, he was the king of the underground of like the parody movement, and he had so many crank that it was crazy, bro.
I probably heard it. I just don't remember off the
Shout out
top.
to Young Seth if you listening.
But yeah,
She
man.
probably
Got it.
Y'all remember the whole era of the white tees that came out with the
Yeah,
black
that was
tees, the pink
along with
tees, the green tees,
That
and
was long
I
with
got
the
tired of
same
hearing
Soulja
about
It was
Boy.
4 for 20 at Foot
Oh
Locker,
my
and I was in
Why
there.
do we do
I was
that?
in there,
Them
4
hoes
for 20
big as
white
hell.
tees, top tees,
Nightgowns.
XL.
shout out to the tall tees, but the pink tees.
it was a real controversy behind pink tees or men wearing pink.
I remember in 04, bro. There was these two dudes. One of them, I can't remember his name, but he surely failed a grade at least 2 or 3 times. Damn. Because he was grown as fuck in 4th grade. I never forget. You know how like bro, he was grown as hell.
You gonna say 7th to 8th?
And I remember, bro, he used to come in with the pink T-shirt, bro. And he was so like gangster compared to the rest of us 10-year-olds.
Wow.
That like he was just kind of setting the culture. It was like, yo, this is cool because like this dude who's presenting.
Because he was y'all father.
Oh my god.
Bro,
he was y'all dad coming up in there.
Bro, the pink tee. But I'm saying, I feel like that was before Soulja Boy. Because that was in 4th grade. That was 2004 for me. 2003, 2004. So that was before the Soulja Boy era. So maybe, I don't know if that was the Dipset era or not. But
I feel like that was, because that was
Cameron.
Cam. He had
Cameron came out with the pink, pink fur.
Yeah, so I can't get that to Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy. Now, when niggas was putting white out on their glasses, I don't know if y'all remember
crazy,
that.
Yeah.
And blindfold shades. I feel like folks get that to Kanye.
I used
But
to
no, it was Soulja Boy first. Yeah.
first.
Them
It was
blindfold
Soulja.
shades was my
It was
shit. I ain't even
Soulja.
gonna
Because he
lie.
just made them just, and then they made the actual.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? This has been another episode of Type B. Is this camera on? No camera. Oh, no video. You know what I'm saying? I am your ghost, Kid Maestro.
I got you, bro. Let's go.
I got you.
We are in outer space and unapologetic studio. Again, my name is Kid Maestro, and my cast is
LJ1S, what up?
Unique, period.
Oh, I'm back. All right. Yo. It's C Major.
all right. Well, that is it for today. So, as Matt would say, stay safe, stay dangerous, or stay neither.
Yo, do both.
Period.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit, here we go again.